Tapping into the rainy day fund, that's one of the ideas on the table for the UW system as it prepares for a potential $300 million cut in state funding. News 8's Kyle Dimke is here now with a closer look.
Well, both UW system President Ray Cross and Governor Scott Walker were in La Crosse today. Cross says his goal before the state budget is released is to reduce the $300 million in cuts as much as possible. But he says the colleges and universities in the UW system are going to need to start doing less with less. One of the suggestions from Governor Walker is to offset the budget cuts by dipping into the rainy day fund, an idea Cross is well aware of. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker says the $300 million proposed cuts for the UW system is only 2.5% of its budget. He says to deal with it, the UW system can dip into its reserve funding.
And if they just took the surplus that the system has as a whole, they could more than account for any adjustments they're talking about right now. That's a choice they and the regions have to make. But if they do that, they could do so in a way that would not require any adjustments in terms of staffing. But that's a choice they're going to have to make.
System President Ray Cross says that idea is not off the table.
This is a rainy day, and I'm not talking about the campus reserves. Or institutional reserve. I'm talking about the system-wide pot. That's right. It's a risky move, but this is a significant reduction to the institution.
As of October 2014. The Wisconsin Joint Finance Committee reports the UW system as having $772 million in reserve funding. However, about $700 million of that funding is already planned to be spent somewhere else. When asked how low the reserve fund can get, Cross says empty, and he says that's a risk they have to weigh.
The greater risk is not using it, though, while other campuses struggle.
Although the governor believes using the reserve funds will ease the cuts, Cross seems to already be looking at where the cuts will need to be made.
Finding what our core competencies are and reducing what we offer, perhaps, but whatever we offer needs to be of high quality.
UWL Chancellor Joe Gao says at this point there will be about $8 million in cuts made to his university if the full plan goes through. He says that includes not hiring anyone for about the 40 positions the university has open, as well as phasing out 4 positions over the next 2 years.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. And the state budget is expected to be finished by July.